I'm Alexa Beason, and this is Brenton Beason.
And we're ambassadors for the St. Francis Gala.
So we started dating in high school, so we're high school sweethearts. Got married in 2020, and we had been together 8 years at that point. So we quickly realized that we wanted a family. So I ended up starting a new job. We waited a little bit, and then we decided that we were going to start trying for our family. Not at that point realizing how challenging that was going to be for us. It took us 2.5 years after marriage.
Yes.
To finally get our little Baylor. So it was a challenge for us, but I think that helped our marriage grow. And it definitely made us become a lot stronger together as a couple. We were very fortunate. We got pregnant pretty quick, within a couple months. Very excited, keeping it secret from everybody just because we knew there was a chance that stuff couldn't go our way. So we didn't really tell anybody. Had our first appointment, and we weren't here at Maryville. We were at a different facility. I started having some bleeding and some unexplainable things. I called to get down to the facility we were at, and we didn't have a great experience.
No.
Brenton and I both went down at that point. I didn't really like what I was going through there. I
didn't like how they really treated us, I guess.
Yeah, so quickly we decided that was not going to work for us. So we were fortunately, with the help of Brenton's mother, a nurse here at Mosaic, we were able to get into Dr. Dodson the next day. So we came into Dr. Dodson. Unfortunately, we had an ultrasound, and we were given the news that there was no heartbeat. So we were so excited to be parents, and then that kind of came crashing down on us. Dodson was she was very supportive. The love that she gave us, it's very unexplainable. I didn't know what the future was going to look like from here. I was a mess. Brenton was super supportive. He was a mess. It was a lot. A few months later, started trying again. We're put on some medication from Dodson's help, and we got pregnant again. Super excited. So went in for our appointments. So we started doctoring here from the beginning, which we are so thankful that we chose Maryville and we came to Maryville. Allie suggested that maybe Brenton should come for an ultrasound, and I was like, oh, okay, so I had Brenton come in. I'm thankful I did, because the news was not what we wanted for the second time. So here we are with miscarriage number 2. At this point, we still knew we wanted a family, but we didn't know what it would look like now. We both were struggling. I'm so thankful Brenton was there for me from the beginning, because it was very hard. So we got through that. We decided we'd try again.
Yep. So
we tried for the third time. Same thing, with the help of some medication Dr. Dodson put us on. We got pregnant. So I was super excited. I was like, third time's a charm, very positive about it. I kind of had a gut feeling whenever I went in with the other two that I was like, okay, something's off. This one, I did not feel that way. Went in for an early ultrasound like we always did, and we had a heartbeat. I thought everything was great, and get to Dr. Dodson, and she was like, unfortunately, the heartbeat is not as strong as I'd like it. I would like to do another ultrasound in a few days to see where we're at. So we came back for an ultrasound, and unfortunately, no heartbeat. So here are our miscarriage 3.
It really hurts you too, but you have to be strong for her, because she's going through a lot more than you are. And I just had to keep my ears open and listen to what people were saying, and ask questions that I think she'd want to ask, just because I knew she wasn't thinking clearly, I guess, at the time.
At this point, Dr. Dodson and Brenton and I talked, and we ended up going to a fertility specialist to see if there was just something else of why I wasn't able to keep the pregnancy. So we started with the fertility doctor. My biggest concern is if I would be able to deliver here, because I really wanted Dr. Dodson and the nurses. I didn't know the OB nurses at the time, but the clinic nurses were awesome. It was like family when we went in. And so went to a fertility doctor. Thankfully, first try. A lot of trips to Kansas City, but the first try, we had a successful pregnancy. I got to come here, I think 15 weeks. Yep. Was our first appointment here. And it was like walking in, everyone was so excited that I was pregnant. The baby was growing. Everything looked good. Like every time I walked in, I was like, it was like family to be able to be like, yeah, I'm pregnant. I'm another 4 weeks. Like, you know, it was great.
Care for her was great. I mean, I have no complaints at all from day one clear till now. I mean, we've had great care. I mean, just the way that we react with, you know, the other nurses and doctors and how they just treat us, you know, like family, and everybody's always excited to see Baylor, or even whenever we were having miscarriages, you know, they would all comfort us or whatever. You know, it was just very, very nice.
Bringing Baylor into this world and having the team, the care that we had was absolutely awesome. With Dotson being there to deliver her, and she just there, it was like, it was hard to enjoy pregnancy because I was so worried of everything. Well, I hadn't felt her move in, 30 minutes. Like, is she okay? Or every time, I would sleep at night, I'd be like, oh, did I sleep wrong? Or I feel like everything, I was constantly worrying about it. So then the moment she's in your arms, it's almost like a sign of relief. It's like, I wanted to enjoy pregnancy, but I couldn't because I wanted her here so bad. Then we had like our postpartum, we got out of our delivery room, went to our postpartum room, and same, we've had wonderful care. We had to stay a day later because she has jaundice, and Dr. Watson was the pediatrician up there, and absolutely amazing. So I was, first time there, I was like, oh my gosh, is she gonna be okay? She's like, yes, she's fine, just one more day. Then we did breastfeed, and thankfully to our lactation consultants, such amazing help. That is one thing that I have heard from multiple mothers, is that we have a lactation part in our hospital, and that they offer that, because I have other friends that have delivered in other places that they have nobody like that. And if it wasn't for Caitlin and Emily, I would not have made it like I did. I would have given up, because that's so hard. And they have been such good support. I think Maryville just offers so much to the OB, to all of their patients, with good doctors, good resources, and we'll definitely have the rest of them here. It's very hard to explain. And saying that, wait, your time is coming, does not make it any easier. And being those people that have went through that, there are no words that will ever take that pain away. But the moment that you get to bring that child into the world is life-changing.
We were just fortunate enough it worked out for us.